morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Day 12, almost 2 weeks into this challenge. Much respect, and I'm happy you're all participating, and hopefully you're gaining some grounds in terms of your understanding of what the Om is, what it does for you, and your relationship to it. And so what we're going to do today, it's essentially a solo practice. So do what do what you've been doing the entire time, right? Bhumi Sparsha Mudra, Shunyata Drishti. At this point, we've reduced the Om to just the opening phonetic sound of Ah. And so you're just pronouncing the Ah and attempting to feel it in your chest. And so what the Ah represents symbolically is beginnings, right? The U of the Om represents the sort of transitional experience of life, or the middle point of life, and then represents the ends of life and of moments and of all sort of phenomenon, the ephemeral nature of all things with names or forms. And so as you pronounce the Ah today by yourself, just consider beginnings within the mind. And so you're working the intellect and meaning and higher thought, and at the same time feeling the resonance physically in your chest. And you just want to sort of conflate these two efforts and see where it takes you. And so we're going to get started right away. You'll pretty much have about 25 minutes of unguided, undisturbed practice just to be with your experience. And then I'll come in towards the very end and guide you through Madhyam, so you'll soften the Ah into something like a whisper. Then we'll move into Pashyanti, where you'll repeat the Ah mentally. And then we'll get into Paranad, where we'll silence all repetition of the sound and just exist in our vibratory stillness and silence. And by the end of the session, we might be, or should be, better said, open to the deeper point of this work, which is to recover or discover this concept of a true self. And while our minds are sort of engaged in life in the world, we really adhere to our identity. So the idea is it takes this relaxation, it takes this focus and this internalization to really sort of vibe with this idea that there is another version of self somewhere within us. So, cool. A little adventure on our Saturday morning. Okay, let's get into it. So, position number 1. Wrists, forearms on knees, nice straight arms, lengthen your spine. And so again, you're guiding yourself through your own practice. The opening ritual. Feel the tingling in your fingertips to essentially ground down. Wait for peace to come. When peace does arise, bring your hands to heart center, acknowledge it. And after that, Bhumi Sparsha Mudra. And once you hit Bhumi Sparsha Mudra, left hand on lap, right hand on knee, fingers towards the earth, start to repeat the Ah of the Om, the opening phonetic sound. And as you feel the resonance, wherever you feel it, in the throat, in the chest, in the head, in the arms, fixate on the fact that it feels good, very simple, but at the same time contemplate its meaning, that all moments are new beginnings and that we can't escape the starting line. We're always starting fresh every single day. We're always students, we're always infant, we're always innocent in that respect. And so this concept of new beginnings is empowering and inspiring because it gives us a fresh start. And you can feel that if you take the time to think. So good luck. I'll chime in about 5 minutes before the end of our practice. Madhyam nada, the middle sound. Whisper the ah as quietly as you physically can. Keep thinking of beginnings. Keep feeling your chest or your throat, the epicenter of vibration. Notice it feels good. Madhyam. Pashyanti nada, the inner sound that is seen and felt. So repeat the ah mentally. Keep looking into the darkness of your closed eyes. Anything you might see is sound, is pashyanti nad. And continue feeling the resonance in the chest. At the same time, keep the wheels of your intellect churning, considering beginnings. Every moment is new. Every breath is fresh. And finally, paranad. Stop repeating the ah mentally. Silence within the mind. Keep looking into the darkness of your closed eyes. And continue feeling the resonance in the chest. And as you feel this resonance, this delicate vibration, which is blood flowing and nerve sensation, start to associate that as the Om. That to your brain is evidence that your body is still alive, that it exists, and that it's functioning. And that existence is equated to the Om. And the miracle of this philosophy is, before the beginning and after the end, what will remain is existence, nullifying the idea, diminishing the idea that there are beginnings and ends. Somehow the story continues. And so a yogi would sit here, feeling their own body, associating it to these extraordinary ideas, and move themselves into a divine state of mind, shift themselves from bhu-loka, from the human world, the human mentality, to satya-loka, the heavenly reality. And so here we all are, just separated through space, but not through time, practicing the Om, feeling our chests, but more than that, as yogis, feeling eternity itself, feeling existence itself, together. And hopefully these ideas are starting to build up in the mind, from little seeds into something like temples. And you would never know it from the outside. From the outside, it looks like we're just sitting down. But within us, whether real or unreal, fabricated or objectively true, if you open yourself to the concepts and the philosophies and the sensations, it becomes something else entirely. Again, antakarana, the divine instrument, expressing a transcendental message. And bring your hands to heart center, lengthen the spine. And so from the Ah to the Om, we'll chant it one time together. O-M. Ah represents the beginning, U represents the ever-present now, and represents the end. Take a full breath in. One more time for good luck. Deep breath in. Thumb knuckles to third eye center. Feel the vibration in the chest, feel the vibration in the face, feel the vibration as your thumbs touch the skin of your forehead. Again, start to associate that as the footprint of the Om as it manifests from within your body and out into the world. The Om that represents your existence and your eternity. And then notice this surge in sincerity, a sense of connection, a sense of completion and satisfaction. And so ask yourself, what is aware of this internal shift? What is aware of this vibration? And so this is the true self to yogis. Not our names, not our bodies, not our reputations, not who we are to our friends and our family members and our co-workers. This innermost experience, this inner sense of existence, that is the true identity. And the great hope of this practice, the Om is just a technique to support us in succeeding in this journey, is to build a stronger and stronger relationship to this awareness, this inner self. And release your wrists to your knees, position 1. Sit as this inner self within a mind, within an identity, within a body, within a moment that's broken through past, present, and future. Within the world, within the universe, within time, within space. With a breath in, open your eyes. And just repeat in the mind, I am no longer meditating. Feel the trance quickly disappear.